guys, you are welcome to my channel. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for watching my videos. If today is your first time of checking on this channel, you are welcome to my channel. Kindly subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and then a button beside the subscribe button is the notification bell. Hit on it so that you can get notified anytime I upload my new videos. In this video today, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful style you are looking at. So this is what I'm going to be making today, and trust me, it's very simple. And this is my machine zip. I have my machine thread, and this is my wording I'm going to use for today's tutorial. Then this is my chalk. I have my bridal satin here with me, and this is my velvet material. I have my lining, and this is my dazzling and beautiful material I want to use for this dress. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to do so. Let's get started. So guys, we are going to make an off-shoulder dress on today's tutorial. Like I said, the round of the shoulder for today's tutorial is 41 inches, while the upper chest is 35 inches. Then the bust measurement is 38 inches. The length of the dress we are going to make today here is 57 inches. The hip measured 42 inches, sorry. So those are the measurements we believe. The nipple to nipple is 8 inches plus 1 divided by 2, as you all know. And this is an off shoulder. If you are yet to watch my off shoulder tutorial, please watch my off shoulder and tell a friend to do so also, so that you can have better understanding on how to cut or make an off shoulder dress, off shoulder top, like that. Okay, so guys, I folded my material by my highest measurement, which is the bust. I have 38 inches for my bust. The half length is 17 inches and the waist measurement is 31 inches. So I will start by measuring the back measurement. Like I said, I told you we have 15 inches for the back measurement, divided by 2 is going to give me 7.5. But because I'm making an off shoulder dress, I'm going to deduct 1.5 from this 7.5. Then I'm going to mark 6 inches. So this is this 6 inches I want to mark. This is 6 inches. Then I'm going to mark 1 inch for joining allowance. So that shows I'm cutting on this point. So the round of the shoulder for today's tutorial is 41 inches minus 35 inches of the upper chest. So it's going to give me, it's giving me 6 inches. Then I'm going to place this 6 inches here on the marginal line. So this is my 6 inches right here. Then I'm going to create the armhole. So I place the 6 inches here. Then the armhole I want to use is just 8.5. I'm using 8.5. So that shows I'll be marking 2.5 to join these 6 inches to complete the round of the armhole. And this is what I'm going to mark. I'm going to use my ruler to do this. So I came down 1 inch to create the neckline, which is the 4 corner. I have the same shape for both front and back, which is 4 corner. So this is what I'm marking. I will just mark it. So this is not cuff, not sweetheart, not v-neck. This is just 4 corner. So this is what I'm marking, and then this is my armhole. Then from here, I'm still maintaining this 6 inches right here. So now I'm going to create the underbust. I have 15.5 for the underbust. This is my underbust measurement. Then from here, I'm going to mark the half length. I have my half length. Here. Then I'm going to add joining allowance. So I'm going to cut on, I'm adding 2 inches for joining allowance. So I'm cutting on this line. I'm just trying to mark very well for you to see. You know, this velvet is stretchy, so that's why. Just want you to see it very well. So guys, this is the underbust and the waistline. Then I'm going to place the measurement. I'm placing the measurement right here. So for here, the bust measurement, we have 9.5. So I will go ahead and place 9.5, and then I'm going to add 2 inches for joining allowance. Then the round of the underbust is 31 inches. Then I'm going to place the quarter of what I'm having there. Then I'm going to add my dart and then the allowance. So this is waistline. I'm going to place the quarter of my waistline and the 2.5 for the dart, and then my joining allowance. Then I'm going to knit this up. I'm knitting them together. Then to the bust, I will connect it to the bust. So any shape you're having here is because of the underbust. So by the time you cut and join together, it's going to fall into places. So, alright guys, I want to input the dart. So I have 8 inches for the nipple to nipple. That's bust span or bust point, whatever name you are calling yours. So we have 8 inches plus 1 inch divided by 2 is going to give me 4.5. And I'm going to place 4.5 from this point. I'm marking 4.5 from here. This is my 4.5. Then I'm going to mark it to the length, to the to the waistline, 4.5 to the waistline. So guys, I want to mark 1 inch from the waistline on center front side, 1 inch from the waistline, 1 inch from the underbust line. And this is what I'm marking. Then I'm going to connect the markings together. And this is what I'm doing. So this is a bust point. So I placed my 6 inches on the marginal line to mark 11 inches. So the measurement from the shoulder to 11 inches is my bust point. Then I'm going to take 1.5 from the other side, armhole side, on this line. 1.5. This is what I'm marking. And then I'm going to take 1.5 from the waistline also. 1.5 from the waistline, 1.5 from the underbust line. Then I'm going to knit 1.5 from the waistline and 1.5 from the underbust together. I'm marking them together, I'm mashing them together. Then I'm going to mark 0.5 from the bust point above the bust point, 0.5 above the bust point, and 0.5 below the bust point. This is what I'm marking. So 1 inch from that side. So I'm doing this to avoid unnecessary pointing in that area. So 1 is 0.5 above the bust and 0.5 below the bust point. So guys, I'm going to make this 1.5 and 1 inch to 0.5 below the bust point. So from here, I'm going to mark 0.5 from the both sides. And mind you, I've added any that I took. Any that I want to take, I've added it to the allowance so that I won't be short of fabric. So 0.5 from the both sides on the chest line. Then I'm going to link this 0.5 to the 0.5 above the bust point, and 1.5 and 1 inch to the 0.5 below the bust point. So guys, I hope you saw it. So I have 2.5 for the that I took, then I replaced them. All the dart I took, I replaced them back. Make sure you replace any dart you took back so that you won't be short of fabric. Okay. So any shape you are having here is because of the underbust. So by the time you cut and join the dart together, everything is going to fall into places. That's it. So I'm going to cut what I have right here. So guys, I'm going to cut the dart I made. So I'll start cutting like so. I believe you saw what I'm cutting. So I'm going to cut 0.5 from the both sides here on the upper part. Then here I'm going to cut 1.5 I marked here. So guys, I already cut the dart. So this is what I have. Then I'm going to open it. I'm turning it to this side to mark the dart line so that I don't confuse whenever I want to put them together. So this is it. So I'll go ahead and place this like so and notch. This is bust point. So I'm going to notch this point. I'm notching like so. So this notching is going to guide me to sew correctly. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'll do the same thing to this one. So guys, I'm done with notching and this is how it's looking. I hope you saw it. So guys, I'm going to put this fabric together. I'm using my pin to hold it down so that it doesn't shift. So I'll just go ahead and use my pin to hold this side down and do the same thing to this one. So this is what I'm having. So after joining the dart together, so this is lining and this is the velvet. So this how it's looking. So I'll go ahead and use the lining to turn it like this. I'm placing this lining like this, and then I'm going to use my pin to hold it down this way. So I will use my pin to hold it down round to secure it. So once I've done this, I'm going to run a stitch from here, from this side to the other side and to the side. Then I'm going to turn it like this. And this is the back panel. I already cut back panel and the lining as well. So then I have inserted the dart for the back panel, as you can see. So this is the dart, then this is the lining. Then I used my pin to secure it as well. So like this. Then I'm going to run a stitch like this, then I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. Then I will cut the down part of the dress. So guys, I have hip 42 inches and the length is 58 inches. So what you are going to do now is to just minus 58 from the half length. We have 17 inches from the half length, and then I'll be left with 41 inches. So that shows the length I'm cutting right here will be 41 inches. Then I folded by the highest measurement, which is my hip measurement. 42 inches divided by 4 is what I'm having here. Then I'm going to place the measurement. So here is the waistline. So this is my waistline. Then the waist measurement divided by 4. I have 31 inches for the waist measurement. And I'm going to place it divided by 4 here. And then I want to add my sewing allowance. You can add your desired sewing allowance to it. Then hip point, I'm going to use 8 inches for her. 8 inches is good for her hip point. So the hip measured 42 inches divided by 4 is going to give me, so I'll marking 10.5. I'll be marking 10.5 right here, which is the quarter of the hip measurement, and then I'm going to use the remaining for the allowance. Then I'm going to mark 41 inches. So I've connected the markings together, and this is what I'm having. This is waistline, hip line, and the length of the dress we are making. Now I'm going to cut right here. So guys, this is what I have for the front panel and the back panel. This is the back panel and this is the front panel. So the only difference is the zipper line. Then I'm going to cut the zipper line into 2, from the waistline to the length of the dress. And this is what I'm doing. So once I've cut it, I will go ahead and cut the bridal stitch for the lining. So this is what I'm going to cut, and I will be cutting the same wideness and the length. I will just deduct just 1.5 from the length of the dress we are making. Okay, so the bridal satin is going to be shorter, 1.5 or 2 inches than the length of the dress we are making. So I've cut the bridal satin for both front and back panel or the lower part of the dress you are making. So this is the front panel and this is the back panel right here. So I cut it into two like so. Then I'm going to my machine to join this bridal satin to the material we are using before I join the upper part to it. So guys, these are the front and back panel of the down part. I've joined the bridal satin. So this is the back panel. So I placed front panel, this is front panel. So I placed it on the back panel to mark the zipper line. So this is what I want to mark. So I'm going to place it very well, like this. So I'm going to mark the zipper line from the waistline. Marking it from the waistline to the length of the dress. So this is my zipper line. Then I will go ahead and join upper part on it. So guys, this is how it's looking. Both front and back I've joined upper part and down part together, and this is a zipper line. I'm sure you like this dress. It's very beautiful and easy to make, like I said. So once I've done this, I'm going to cut the sleeve. You know, we have 6 inches. I'll be having 12 inches on this side, and here too I'll be having 12 inches, and this is what I want to do. All right guys, this is sleeve. I cut the length. Let me measure it for you to see. So this is the length of the sleeve, like it's like 50 inches. So this is 56 inches back. So 41 minus 35 inches, this is what it gave me. Then I added the length, 2 inches for joining allowance. Like I said, I'm going to use 1.5 to pull it with the bridal satin. I'm going to cut bridal satin the same way I cut this one. Then I run a stitch from this side to this side. Then I pulled it to 13 inches. As you can see, I'm having 13 inches right here. This is my 13 inches. So I have 13 inches. This is 13 inches. So I'm going to use 0.5 to join this side, 0.5 to join this side. Then I will be left with 12 inches to complete the round of the shoulder. So guys, I've cut the bridal satin, but the length of the bridal satin I cut for the lining is 10 inches. So 10 inches is the length of the sleeve. That's why I cut 10 inches for the lining I'm using for today's tutorial. So this fabric, this is a sleeve. It's more than 10 inches, like I said the other time. So this is 12 inches. So I'll go ahead and use this bridal satin this way. I'm going to place it like so. The right side of the lace material I'm using is going to face the wrong side, the negative side of the bridal satin like this. Then I'm going to run a stitch from this side like this. You know, I told you I cut the same length. So this is it, from here like this to the other side. Then I'm going to turn it like this. You know, shiny parts must be in this side. Okay, shiny part must face the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. Then I'm going to sew this part. I'm joining this part together. Then I will use the lace material to just pipe it, because this is the shoulder line. This is what I have for the sleeve. I use the bridal satin to turn. So this is how it's looking. This is it, and this is the other one. So this is it. Now I'm going to, and we have 12 inches. like I said. So this is the shoulder right here. So this is more than 12 inches. This is 13 inches. I will use 0.5 to join this side, 0.5 to join this side, and this side as well. I have more than 13 inches as well. As you can see, I have more than 12 inches. This is 13 inches, 0.5 here, 0.5 here to join the armhole, okay, and the shoulder together. So I'm going to place this like this, and this one like this one. It's like this to complete the shoulder. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other sides. It's going to be like this from the shoulder. I'm sure you like this sleeve. I'm sure you like it. So guys, this is how it's looking. It's very, very beautiful. And so far so good. We have come to the end of today's tutorial. So this is the sleeve. It's very, very easy to make and beautiful. So this is the back panel. So this is it all. Please like this video, share with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit on the notification bell to get to an update as I will be uploading my new video. And I will see you in my next tutorial. Thank you for